all I wanted was a glass of Pepsi. Is that too much to ask for in life? What are you talking about, Shane? Of course you can have a glass of Pepsi. As I once again welcome you to another episode as we hit the airwaves once again in mass confusion. Because you're wondering, what? I don't understand Pepsi. Let me explain in my drenchedness that as we make our way north of Mauville City, in whatever game we're playing, hi there, cameraman. Camera is on me, I should start talking and make sense of things. Hi, this is why I'm unable to speak right now, is I've knocked over, I've filled the contents of a glass with Diet Pepsi twice. And in the meantime of trying to set up my recording and my microphone, I tipped the glass over and spilled it all over my desk, my microphone, my computer, my carpet. Not once. You think you'd be the clumsiest person in the world if you did it once. But 5 minutes later, I do it again. I don't know what's wrong with me. So let's just enjoy, shall we? Yeah, I'm enjoying the Pepsi right now. I think isn't that their slogan at one time? They just enjoy. I don't know. That would have been a weird coincidence. We're here in Pokemon Cawps. That's a cop there. We're a cop too, but we spell it C-A-W-P-S because we're, cool. And not cool like, cool like K-E-W-L, because there's something scandalous and rebellious when young people intentionally spell things wrong. That's what, do kids these days still spell cool like that? That was what kids did in my day, right? It wasn't cool enough to just be cool. You had to be cool. Now it's, anyways, we have, gel up our electric up to 22. I don't remember exactly what happened last episode. I think we took down Wally, who had, murdered a gym leader in plain sight. We didn't really do anything about it because it's tough to be a woman cop. God damn it, that's what we do here on Pokemon Cawps, where we traverse into this and explore into the Hoenn region that has been infiltrated with perverts and crime and homicides, and we play as a woman cop trying to make sense of it all and take down the patriarchy. So come join me as we do that. I'm assuming we take down Team Magma right away, like in Mount Chimney here, as you can see. And I think, I could be wrong, but I think there are some rather crude jokes, and not really jokes, but references to sexuality of women and, the usual that you've come to expect from this game. It runs dry, if you ask me. I mean, I'm not... Myopic is a word that comes to mind, and I'll give you a few seconds to look that up. It's not very creative, may I add. It's getting redundant, the whole... I don't know, I would like... They should have made it so you could only play as the woman cop, and then you could, that's what my job is commentary. Because, you know what, we're doing all this work, we're the best battler on the entire police force, and I haven't disclosed this yet, we're only making 60% of what our male counterpart cops are making. Oh yeah, I know you get free donuts and you think that's the perk of the world or whatever, but I'm just saying, we need to fight for justice. And speaking of fighting for justice, I know we should all be terrified right now, because that toxic, stinky, fucking miasmic douchebag is back on YouTube. What was YouTube thinking? Why did they let him infiltrate the airwaves again? What's his... And I don't remember his name. Where did I write it down? Why can't I remember... Well, I know why I can't remember his name. Logan Paul. That's right. He's back. I don't understand. He's proven that he's not even a human being, and he's a corporate piece to try to destroy the young and their sense of humanity. That's his job, and that's his purpose in life, and he's allowed back because YouTube and Google are evil corporations as well, that they share that goal. And you might not be understanding or catching my drift here, but I don't like him. And I think a lot of people are in the same boat. But have no fear, we treat everybody with kindness here on the YellowShy channel. We try to join hands and join hearts and find some solace and some comfort and some room to be ourselves in this goddamn world that seems like the middle of this crater right now. The whole fucking world's on fire. Anyways, we beat Maxie. I'm going to try to make vague references to what's actually going on in the game as I speak. That's going to be my goal of the episode, but we're already 5 minutes in. This is hilarious. We go to Laveridge Town right away, so the game has kind of changed chronologically here. We don't go to Full Arbor Town first. Although I think I go down the cable car anyways just to check. What I wanted to say, I mean, if you live in America and you're somehow dumbfounded that double standards in terms of gender don't exist somehow, there's been multitudes of examples, even just the past few years. The election comes to mind about sexism and double standards. If you need another example, I'll just point you to this Logan Paul character, who, like I said, is just a corporate tool. And you'll remember Kathy Griffin, who is, I'm going to make an understatement by saying is the funniest person ever. I think that's a good understatement. The Magma Hideout's in there. We'll be in there shortly. But we're going to take care of someone who likes shiny things first. No, she's quite funny, and I loved her on the New Year's Eve specials with Anderson Cooper. But the thing is she didn't resonate well with men, because men get very uncomfortable with the idea that women can achieve something higher than men can. That a woman could actually be funnier than a man could. That made a man uncomfortable, so they didn't, that's where sexism roots in men, in case you somehow didn't know that. And so she posts this picture, you remember, almost a year ago now, of with the bloodied head, the fake head of the Putin pumpkin, and she basically was exiled from comedy. That's what happened, okay? And now it's taken this extraordinary movement of women empowerment and sharing our stories, and sharing their stories, women's stories, to even remotely consider the fact that she might make a comeback in comedy. One picture. And if you would have asked me like 4 months ago, I would have told you that Kathy Griffin will never get hired by a television network ever again. People were sending death threats for her, and but now the climate's starting to change a little bit, where she can make her comeback, which is fantastic, because she's extraordinarily funny and has so much to offer to this world. But we don't accept her because of that one thing, and yet Logan Paul crosses an ethical boundary like I've never fathomed before. Going into a sacred place that carries an emotional weight of suicide in the air, and wearing that fucking light green toque thing that he was wearing, and filming a real dead person, not just a fake head. A real dead person, and was laughing about it, and he's allowed to come back 2 months later, and you're getting media narratives like, has he turned a new leaf? No, he's not. He's not changed. If you think he's going to change, he's not going to change. He probably hasn't. I don't know. I've stopped following it, but I just think it's important to point out that you see how society works that way. I can't remember who said it, but it's a very good quote that you should hold very dear to yourselves. You should caress this quote before you sleep at night. And I don't remember who said it. The words always resonate with me. I don't ever remember who said things, but they said you should judge a society by who it gives second chances to. You want to know what privilege is? I have 2 letters for you. PR. Public relations. That's all this is. He hasn't changed. He won't change. And I understand YouTube has pulled its revenue. He won't be making money off of his videos anymore. So they've really amped it up, wanting you to buy their merchandise, which I saw some numbers for. Someone showed me of how much they actually make, those 2 brothers, on merchandise. It's ridiculous. Anyways, my point, I guess, at the end of the day, what I want to shed with this is, I know you don't care about him, and I don't care about him, and that's good. So, what is important then is that we think about how this applies to ourselves. If you are a creator on YouTube, I think you have to understand, because many people watched his videos. Many people still do watch his videos and are influenced by his videos and see him as a role model. And I was getting at this when I first talked about this a few episodes ago. But we got to be a little bit more careful, if we're as viewers of YouTube, about who we expose ourselves to and who we look as influential and role models to us. Because that's the danger of vlogging, you know, like, when I was, it's important to have the real world in mind when we watch YouTube videos. Because the behaviors of the people we watch on YouTube and listen to on YouTube, they will influence our behaviors in the real world. So we need to be conscious of who we're listening to, because that's the thing about YouTube is people can pretend, you can pretend who you want to be. If you think Logan Paul is that specific kind of douchebag that he is on camera and on his vlogs and on YouTube, you're wrong. He's not like that at all. He is a douchebag. He's probably a different kind of douchebag that's wanting to steal your money. Like I said, he's a corporate tool. And as we're exposing these truths, Logan Paul's Team Magma henchmen are locking us up so we can't spread the truth. But I'm here. You know why? They won't let me do it? Because they can't handle the truth. With vlogs, like, you can be whoever you want to be. On YouTube, you can be whoever I'm being somebody I want to be. Like, I try to be myself when I talk and I'm playing, and I'm on YouTube. But it's hard, right? Because you can be like, there's no repercussions about anything I'm going to say as it compared to if I would have said it in the real world to somebody face to face. So we can create identities for ourselves. But we have to be careful about that, because those identities we create here on YouTube get influenced. And influence other people. So, they have real-world implications for the way we behave online. And, so anyways, my point, I guess, is if you are a creator on YouTube, that you be mindful of that and understand that there might be someone who's watching your videos. I know certainly for a fact I don't have to worry about it. But if you have an audience, you have to be careful that you might be the highlight of their day to watch your videos. So what exactly do you want that person to think and believe in? What do you want to expose to them? You have to be mindful of that. You might be a role model to somebody just by you making Pokemon videos or whatever kind of videos you make. So I think that's important. So that's all I really wanted to get at that. We don't have much time left. We're here now in the magma base, and we gotta fight our way out. It's a good thing I think we had some potions and stuff I bought, because there's no chance to actually heal in this. It's quite fascinating. I don't think I would have made it through if I didn't buy those potions. It's actually a lot. It's amazing how many grunts we actually fight. I wanted to start with this actually, and I forgot. The whole Pepsi thing, and I've almost finished this glass of Pepsi now. I haven't spilled any of it. That's amazing. I am part of Season 2 of the GSL. What's the GSL? What does it stand for? I don't know. I actually don't know. I think it's the Generation Something League. I don't know. It's, I think we have 8 people in the league this year. It's a competitive battling league. Shane, I've seen you battle in your Let's Plays. Are you sure you're up for competitive battling? Back off with your probing questions, will you? I'll be fine. I've never done it before. I'm sure I'll be fine. No, I'm going to lose every game. But there's some good fellows that I've met. Some of them I haven't met yet. But I think Joe Schmo, who I think I called a darling on last episode, I think he's the dictator, commissioner of the league. Those words are used so synonymously, aren't they? So I don't know if he has a video out yet or not about it or not. I don't know. We'll see. They did a draft a couple days ago, and I felt bad. I was working, and I couldn't be there for the draft, so I'll be selecting a random team, which is my excuse. Otherwise, I would have won the league for sure, but now I'm going to have to rely on a random team. You must understand the strategies I have around team building, as you can clearly see by my team so far in this game. My strategy when I'm playing Pokemon games is like, oh, I haven't used that Pokemon for a while. Is it any good? I don't know. So I'll be participating in that. So that's probably going to take a lot of my effort because I have trouble enough trying to get a video out once a week, and we're going to be expected to simulate the battles and record them and upload them. So what that means for this Let's Play, I don't know. I actually have quite a bit of... I was into the game yesterday, and I was actually recording a lot of episodes. So I just have to do the narration and talking over them. So that's, I have, I think, 10 episodes. It's really, this game gets, if you think it's myopic now that you know what myopic means, just wait. It gets even more redundant, the kinds of characters that we meet. And so yeah, I'll be in the GSL, and so I don't know when exactly we're going to be starting the battles and such. I know certainly I won't be making any kind of video formally introducing myself as part of the league or anything. This is it. So check out what Joe Schmo. I think Joe Schmo will be the one that will put the video up. He's on my promotional consideration sidebar, my channel page. I actually have a channel page. For those who visited it. All people have channel pages. I understand that concept. Hey, look at this! Electrike's evolving. Right on. As we make our grand escape out of here. This reminds me of like the final scene from, what's that James Cagney film? I'm asking you people to remember what that James Cagney film is. What year? Oh, maybe in the late 30s. White Heat, I think it was called, and there's the final scene where he's like the criminal, and they have him at gunpoint in this big industrial complex area. You know what the 30s looked like. If you've ever played Sim City, and you know there's that one stage in like the 40s or 50s or whatever, and you make this big industrial area because you've heard that if you make the square big enough, then there'll be a farm. But then all these like smog producing fucking chimneys appear instead. That's what it looked like. There's just a bunch of smoke, and James Cagney's there, and they have him at gunpoint. They're like, you could step down, and he's like, ah, and he starts like shooting the fucking chimneys, and there's explosions, and it's fantastic because it's the 30s cinema. That's what this play has reminded me of, despite the little oil, the drills, the driving, the drill things. I don't know. Now we would use Pokemon as our slaves. Now, because Generation 5 exists, there'd be like Excadrills and things like that, and we would be enslaving Pokemon to dig this tunnel for Team Magma. So yeah, I'll be in the GSL. My team name will be the Montreal Ex-Cavaliers. Oh yeah, see what I did there? Yeah, we're not the Expos. Although, certainly copyright hasn't come after me yet. With all the music I played on Pokemon... What was it called? I said Prism, but no, Pokemon... What was the one? It was Pokemon Crystal, but... Pyrite, Pokemon Pyrite, that's what I played. Hey, we only got a minute left, so stay tuned for that. I'll be posting my battles with excellent commentary on the battles as they happen. And I'll still try to keep the Pokemon Cawps going about once a week. We'll see, I'm out on a... school's gonna ramp up here in about a month for about 2 months, so we'll see. I might not No. I mean, there's no expectations for routines for me anymore anyways. So that's pretty much the deal. We're out of here now. Just like that. Look at that. We made it out. We're back in the Jagged Pass. And I was confused because there were some items and things in there. I didn't know whereabouts to get to them, but no matter. That will do it for this episode. I didn't really get into too much. I wanted to talk about some other things, but we'll have to save that for next time. So thank you so much for watching, everybody. And we'll go peek inside the gym next time on Pokemon Cawps, so scandalously spelled U. See you next time.